Good morning, painty friends. Happy Tuesday. I am Gretchen Fleener from paintertainment.com, and I've got another tip for you today. I know a lot of you have trouble with stencils, getting a clean design impression. If you've used sponges and foam daubers and you still just have trouble with watery blobs and your stencil design not transferring nice and crisp and clean, then you're going to love this week's tip. I'm going to try out this is a stencil I am selling now from Topaz on my website. I haven't even used this particular one, but I want to use this one because it has really, really fine little details. And that's the part that can be really hard for a lot of people to get. This is the magical tool that for me was a game changer for stencils. This mini kabuki brush. Here's what it looks like brand new. It's white bristles. I have a whole bunch of them and I dedicate them to different colors. So this one's black because I use it for dark colors. But here's what I do. I do wet the brush a little, but then I dry it off really well. I just want it barely damp. No drips. We know that drips are not our friend when it comes to stencils. And then I mist my cake. Just a couple of squirts of water. I'm going to load up this dark purple, a virtually dry brush. Just a little bit of moisture you're getting from misting your paint. And what I like about these is I can just scrub all over the design, whereas with lollipop blenders, the little foam pad can get caught really easily on any of those little prickly bits in the stencil. The bristles, though, they don't get caught on the stencil. They don't wreck your stencil. They don't catch on it and bend it like sometimes a dauber or lollipop blender can do. And being bristles, it really gets into all those tiny, tiny little crevices, the tiniest little beads here. The bristles will get down in. And you don't want to slide this when you remove it. Mine's pretty dry, so I don't think it's going to smear, but when you take the stencil off, you want to just carefully lift it. And look at that. Look at all that detail we got. These are, I believe, $4.99 on my website. If you're interested in this specific one, you can get other mini kabukis all over the place, but this is my personal favorite. If you haven't tried one of these, I hope you do. They are life-changing with stencils. When I started using stencils, I really used more of the finger daubers and lollipop blenders, and I found they just gave me more trouble with holding too much water and that splotching through the stencil that we don't like. I do, however, still use these. They definitely have their place. I like to use the lollipop blenders the most when I am stenciling with powders, because you can rub it on your cake and pat it, tap off the excess, and it allows you to pick up a nice area of powder. The finger daubers I tend to use more if it's not a super detailed stencil, like the bristles get in those little details. If it's not a super detailed stencil, and if it doesn't have those prickly little things that foam catches on, and if I am doing a lighter color on top of a darker color, stenciling a lighter color on a darker background, then I like to use these because I feel like I can, by pouncing, I can get the paint on thicker than with the brush. And that's kind of what you need for a lighter color to really get good coverage and not be too transparent on top of a dark color. So that's when I like to use these and these. So I haven't thrown them out of my kit, but the three together, knowing when to use them, will get you really excellent results with your stencils. Thanks so much for watching this week. If you've got your own tip for stenciling, feel free to share it in the comments below. We all love to learn from each other. Thanks so much for watching this week, guys. I'll see you right back here next Tuesday at 10 o'clock for another tip. Happy painting!